Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. Are we ready for some autumn greens? This has been a really difficult category for me and I've been swapping polishes in and out of each category. But I've narrowed it down to olive greens, khaki greens and sage and cool dusty greens. So there'll be 3 videos on my autumn greens, compare and destash. So let's have a look at the olive greens today. To me, I'm being quite specific here, which is the only way that I could deal with putting the polishes into certain categories. Olive green, I think, is most people's description of an ugly, pretty, or just an ugly, ugly green. Olive green to me is more of a yellow, is more of a pale yellow leaning green. So I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So if you think of that specific type of olive green, I actually don't have many in this shade. I've only got 6 of them, so this should be quite a short video, so let's make a start. I think the most olive green that I have is this one here, which is Trendsetter. This was sent to me by George and it's got a beautiful gold shimmer. So let's see what this looks like on the swatch wheel. That to me is a perfect olive green. And I do actually like olives, like eating olives, particularly green olives. I'm trying to be a bit healthier at the moment. So for lunch, I'm having flatbread, salad, hummus and green olives. So yeah, there's something about this shade that I really, really do enjoy. So that is Trendsetter from China Glaze. And another polish here from Princess Polish. And this is much paler, I think. This is Sickening. And this was actually from an Ugly Pretty collection. Yeah, it's similar, but it's definitely paler. And these creams from Princess Nail Lacquer, unfortunately, this is a UK indie that she doesn't make polishes anymore, but the creams that she made, the majority of them, I think were one coaters. Certainly the few that I have, were all one coaters, and this was a trio. Absolutely beautiful. So that's Sickening. And then we move on to the yellow leaning green olive holographics. I've got 3 holographics and a kind of shimmery holographic. I don't know how similar these are going to be to each other. I've never made the comparison before, so let's make a start. This one here is Lunch Date from Ada's Nails. And this is from the 9 to 5 trio. And yeah, it's definitely an olive green. The sun is shining really bright here, so I don't know if this is in focus. Let me just check. Hopefully you can see that. It's a really beautiful muted olive green, so that's Lunch Date. And this one here is Kismet from Colour Club, one of the Halo hues. I do have another pale green Halo hue, but this is much more of an olive shade. And the holographic is different to Lunch Date, but the base shade is very similar. This next one here is a little bit darker. This is Princess Sabra from A England. Definitely still an olive green, but much darker. Maybe not too much darker. We'll see what they're all like on a second coat. But that's Princess Sabra. And this one here is Bullshift. This is a very shifty, I think this is more of a grey base. And this is from the Careful Curse trio. It's definitely got a kind of gold green, and I can't remember whether it reminded me of an olive green. Yeah, you can definitely see the grey there, but it's stuffed with a kind of gold olive green shimmer. So those are my 6 olive greens. What I'm wearing on my nails, to me, I consider more of a khaki green, so a darker grey, brown toned green, whereas to me these are more olive greens. So I'm going to put a second coat on, and we can come back and see if I'm going to be destashing any. I really don't think I will be. I'll be back in a minute. So that is a second coat on everything. These two actually didn't even really need a second coat. I'm going to be keeping all of them. This is beautiful Trendsetter. It is, I think, the perfect olive green. And I absolutely love Sickening. I love the formula. I love the shade. The only two that I think, well, these 3 actually are quite similar in base shade, but the formulas are so different, and I do wear this colour regularly. I'm actually going to pull out Lunch Date for my green and blue September nails. It's a Instagram challenge for September, and I still need to decide on 5 final greens and blues for the rest of September. So I think I'm going to be wearing Lunch Date very soon. The A England is a really pretty formula. And Bullshift is just super holographic, and it is more kind of olive leaning rather than one of the obvious olive shades. But yeah, so I'm going to be keeping all of them. I won't be destashing any of my olive greens. The khaki greens, much bigger category, and the sage greens and the dusty cool greens, much bigger category. But I just wanted to pull these ones out separately as specific olive greens, or my interpretation of olive greens anyway. Let me know if you have any greens that are this particular shade, what your favourites are. Are you fond of greens that are this type of shade? And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.